Hi everybody, it's Mr. Kent again. I'm back. I found something. So if you didn't already know, we are closing our theater here at the Anatole Hotel, sadly. But we will be reopening at the Shops at Willow Bend in 2021. And while we were packing up, I found this old thing. What is it? Well, it's actually the box with the puppet that was my first puppet. It's a little clown, and its name was Bimbo. And I could see here the sale, and it was in Deutschmarks, which is from Germany. It was 43.75 Deutschmarks. We actually did a conversion, and it comes out to just a little over $52. This was purchased by my father for me in 1972, when I was 8 years old, second grade. And here he is right there in this little beat box. It doesn't have the cellophane anymore. Let's see if I can pull him out here and try him out for you. You know, when my father brought this to me, he brought my brother Legos from Denmark. Yeah, real Legos from Denmark. And this was a puppet he brought to me from Germany, even though they were made in England. They're not made anymore, and they're actually collector's items. You notice I had all the strings. That was actually done on purpose. That's something that we do even to our professional puppets, is wind the strings up. That keeps them from getting tangled for the most part. So just like this guy, when I unwind, he comes out untangled. Look at his yarn hair. That is a mess. And he's a little dusty. Have to clean you up a little bit. His little feet, you can hear them. Those actually are little plastic feet. He's got some plastic leg pieces that are jointed. You can see where his knee is. The little costume is made for, and just like with our puppets, the costumes, once they're on a puppet and the strings are put on, the costumes never come off. So puppets have no laundry to do. Looks like his pants are starting to slip down. Needs a belt, or at least a few stitches. Now, he's got a few more strings, you know, than some of our other toy puppets. And the one thing about these, the company was called Pelham. Pelham Puppets, if you want to look them up. P-E-L, there it is, H-A-M, Puppets. And they were made in England. They're not made anymore. It's got a crossbar here for its controller. Now I put a cup hook on so I can hang it up, but look how it's got some color coding. They did that on purpose. I restrung this at one time myself, but originally where it has the red, that was a red string that went to both hands. And that's funny that the toy does this, because this is how we string our own professional puppets. It's actually the same string for both hands. So you can do things even high together like that. The blue strings here, and they're also together. Those were for the legs attached to the knees, just like we use for our professional puppets. The yellow strings were back strings, and he has two. One that goes to his actual tail, one that goes to his neck. And that helps hold him up. And then we have these two strings on the end. These are the head strings, and they're attached kind of where we do, right there above the ear. It's kind of the balance point. When we string our puppets, it's the first strings that we use so that we know exactly how a puppet can hang. These puppets work with gravity. What goes up must come down. Let's see if I can make this little guy work. Now, pardon, as a kid, I remember I would hold it up to my body. Let's see, 8-year-old Kent was about like this, all right, in Cooper, Texas. And I would do one of the legs at a time. Boom. I feel like that one's a little wonky over there on that right leg. Let's see. And then I can wave. Hello. I can take a bow. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you. Good. I taught myself a trick when I was a kid, because I would try to do shows for myself, if not for some friends in the neighborhood. And I learned that if I pulled both of those blue strings down, I could make him stand on his hands with his legs in the air. And let's see if I can return him to his feet without a tangle. Indeed. Thank you. I love him. This brings back so many memories. I had other puppets from Pelham too, because I started collecting them after that. Because I didn't even know I liked puppets, except that I loved the shows that I used to see at Six Flags when I was a kid. And wouldn't you know, my boss is the puppeteer who was doing the shows that I watched when I was a kid. That's pretty cool. All right, everybody. Say goodbye to Bimbo. Bimbo, say goodbye to everybody. Thanks for watching.